What's good, YouTube? It's your number one Rep Fix News. We got Jaydayoungan up. First off, we gonna say RP to Jaydayoungan, man. Went out real bad. That was a bad way in front of your parents. His mom speaks about what happened the day that he died.
Doing the interior something for my son. Dad.
Yeah, we gonna let y'all hear what she said about the day that this guy ended up passing away. She was there with the dad. I'm hearing the dad set him up.
Came by the house with these two other gentlemen. Well, Jay was gonna pay the guys. Was supposed to be giving them money to do whatever work he was gonna have them do. I don't fucking know. And the money, he had got $8,000 out of the 10,000 band. He left $2,000 sitting on the bed. He had told me he was finna, pay the guys. He finna holler his daddy for a minute. Okay. Now, I told my daughter. My daughter was 12 years old. 12 years old at the time. Jay went outside with his dad. All this happened real quickly because Jay wasn't even outside 20 good minutes. Well, I told my daughter, excuse me, someone's calling me through Messenger. I told my daughter to go get the mail out the mailbox. Well, my daughter went. Jay, his father, and the two other gentlemen, all four of them was sitting on the porch. My daughter went out there, got the mail. She came back in the house. When she came back in the house, I met her at the doors, getting ready to walk up the list.
Let me remind you, this is Jaydayoungan's mother that's speaking.
Anyway, within that brief time, by the time we hit the front room, all I heard was do 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 do, and I just looked. And I immediately took out running to the side door. Well, by the time I made it to the side door, my son was already coming through the motherfucking door. He pushed me against the wall. I hit the wall. He swung over and he said, "Mama, close the door." So I heard him close the door. When I'm locking the door. I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" And when I turned and looked, all I seen was my son standing there with holes all in his body. Of course, as a mother.
We didn't know that. A lot of people thought Jaydayoungan, passed away outside or something like that. So that is what really happened. Actually, he died in the house with his mom, man. It's crazy. And there was also other family members there, too.
I lost it. I'm screaming. I'm panicking. And the only thing my son said was, "Mama, just get me to the hospital." We both walked in my room. I'm trying to find my keys. I done emptied my whole purse on the floor. My daughter's in shock. She's standing there screaming to the top of her lungs. He never cried out. He never screamed. He never panicked. He said, "Mama, get me to the hospital." By this time, I hear a knock at the side door. So I peek around, and it was his dad at the door. Well, when all this happened, his dad had a chick with him. She was in the car. When the shots and everything rung out, she hid on the floor of the car. Well, his dad, the chick, the young lady.
I always thought his dad had him set up. Just the type of guy that his dad comes across. He seems like he probably was jealous of Jaydayoungan. Jaydayoungan had a lot of money. He was considered rich around the time that he died. I don't know if he had $1 million or $2 million. I don't know, but he was actually seen with lots of money, and I think he was buried feeding his dad, and his daddy wanted a couple of cars and all that money he had.
The two other guys, I open the door, they come inside. Jay was leaning against the dresser, standing in my room still. He was like, "Y'all, get me to the hospital, y'all." I'm screaming because I can't find my keys. I'm like, "Y'all, we got to get him to the hospital." Well, Jay walked away from my dresser, and then by this time, he just kneeled. He took a knee on the floor. He was like, "Y'all, come on, get me to the hospital." And he just laid out on the floor. So I'm screaming, and I'm gonna say this. This is what the fuck y'all don't know, and y'all people wonder why I went silent after my son's death. My son laid out on the floor. He's dead weight. I couldn't pick him up by myself. I'm screaming, please help me. Help me pick my baby up off this floor. I grabbed my son by the legs. His dad was standing there. His dad got shot in the leg. That was it. His dad was standing there. One of the guys made 2-3 of his dad. He's standing there. The other white man that was with him, he just pacing back and forth. They just stood there and looked at me without a care in the fucking world. Now, one of all three of them fucking men helped me pick my boy up off that floor. The young lady that was there with his dad, she grabbed my son under his arms, and I grabbed him by his legs, and we toted my child out that fucking house. We toted him out the house. Not none of them, so that's why I screamed and I told every fucking body that would listen to me. No one would listen.
That's wild. That is wild, man. Dad could have been in some excruciating pain though. Plus, he already was in shock. But a shot in the leg, it shouldn't have hurt that bad. But when your adrenaline pumping, dude, he probably couldn't even walk. So I doubt if he could have toted Jaydayoungan to the car. Well, normally, when you get shot in your leg, you cannot walk.
Feel like it was a setup. Yes, I do. I do. I don't know what the fuck, how the fuck. One motherfucking shooter. One person. How the fuck would he knew, like in a matter of 15 minutes to come to my house and do all this? Now, I can't say who did what, when, well, nothing. What I can say is that God don't sleep and he sees and knows all. And he says, vengeance is mine. And I know that anybody that had anything to do with this, and whatever happens, they will pay. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but they will pay. We got my baby out that fucking house. We managed to get him on back of one of the dude's truck. By that time,
Wow.
I'm holding my son. He asked me, said, what car wreck? He asked me what my daughter was. I hadn't already told my daughter to go in the bathroom, lock the door, hide. I don't know what's going on. Somebody gonna try to come back. No, nothing. All this shit happens quickly. He asked me what my daughter was. He said he wanted some water. He was like, Kyra. I said, she in the house, baby.
Yeah, we gonna cut it short, man. But it's a real long video. But man, I don't want to make a big long video right now. But y'all go check that out, man. Jaydayoungan mom speaks. Tell me what y'all think down below in the comments. I'm out.